The notes we're taking today are over finding the volume of a cone. Please make sure you have this note sheet in front of you and that you are following along as we're filling out these notes. So the first thing we're going to look at is the formula, and we're going to kind of break it apart. So 1/3 times the area of the base. So this capital B, we already know, you've heard it 100 times probably by now. Capital B stands for area of the base. And with a cone, if you think about an ice cream cone or a party hat, they can only really rest solidly on their base, which is always a circle. So your base for a cylinder is always a circle. Well, we know how to find that. So we know that it's going to be area of a circle, so 1/3 area of a circle times h, which is the height of our cone. Well, to find the area of a circle, you already know that formula, and you've heard it enough, and we've dealt with it enough with cylinders to where hopefully you remember it. So that's going to make our formula become, when we make it cone specific, it's going to be 1/3 pi r squared times the height. So we have our area of our base times the height of our figure, which in this case is our cone. So that's where the formula comes from. The one you will see on your star chart is this one up here. The volume equals 1/3 base times height. And you can then add in the pi r squared. So let's look at our examples down here. Example 1, they give us our diameter, but we need our radius and our height. So I'm going to have a radius of 4 feet and a height of 9 feet. And then I like making this cone specific so I don't get confused. I'm going to have 1/3 pi r squared h. And then I'm just plugging in values. So 1/3 pi, my radius is 4, so that's 4 squared times 9. And when I plug all of that into my calculator, hit fraction to decimal button, I get approximately 150 and 8/10 feet squared. Sorry, feet cubed, because this is volume. So if you want to pause the video and try example 2 on your own, I'm going to go ahead and start solving it now. So I'm going to label my radius and my height. My radius is 9 feet, my height is 24. I'm going to write my cone specific formula here, and then just plug in values. So I'm going to have 1/3 pi 9 squared times 24. And when I multiply all that together, I get 2,035 and 7/500 feet cubed. Now, if you're confused on how I find my radius and height, this image up here is helpful. So your radius, if your base is always a circle, then your radius is going to be, as you know, that halfway point from the center to an edge. And then your height, thinking back to triangles, a little similar to that, your height is always perpendicular to your radius measurement. So your cone height will always be kind of up from the middle, or at least perpendicular to your radius. And those are pretty much all of our notes for cones. So we will do practice with this in class. Please make sure you write down any questions on your notes sheet. The back is blank. And be ready with this for class tomorrow. Bye.